what Stephen A. Smith is saying about Jonathan Kuminga. Stephen A. Smith recently stated that he is concerned about Jonathan Kuminga even though he was a valuable member of the Golden State Warriors last season. Smith cited several off-court issues, such as his lack of focus and discipline, as the reason for his concern. Welcome back everyone. In today's video, we will be talking all about what Stephen A. Smith has to say about Jonathan Kuminga. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Let's begin. One of the most talented young rookies of the Golden State Warriors is Jonathan Kuminga. He has demonstrated his ability to cut to the rim and play strong perimeter defense. He also contributed to the Golden State Warriors' victory in the 2022 NBA Finals. These days, Stephen A. Smith makes a living mainly from having talks about the latest sport news. That does not, however, imply that the ESPN talent does not occasionally incorporate reporting into his repertoire. While appearing on First Take and other ESPN shows, he frequently brings up information that his sources have given him. He has a history of occasionally making mistakes that can come back to haunt him. Steve Kerr is again making news in the NBA after clearing up some unwarranted accusations against Jonathan Kuminga by analyst Stephen A. Smith a few weeks ago. Stephen A. Smith claimed that Jonathan Kuminga was wasting his summer with a poor work ethic, an attitude issue, and wasn't living up to everyone else's expectations of him. However, Steve Kerr didn't believe it and recently refuted all those untrue accusations in an interview. Unquestionably, Stephen A. Smith has one of the most vital voices in sports, particularly in the NBA. As a result, anything he says about everyone matters, and Jonathan Kuminga's status as a rising star completely altered the narrative. Steve Kerr had to come out and protest his son as a result. Additionally, Steve Kerr performed an excellent job repairing Jonathan Kuminga's tarnished reputation as head coach. Speaking about the Dubs, Stephen A. Smith criticized Jonathan Kuminga for his demeanor, a degree of concentration, and tenacity and dedication. He acknowledged that although he is a fan, the forward must keep his head down and put in the necessary effort. The story is different now that Kuminga is in the gym and exerting every effort, according to Steve Kerr, who recently shut down this angle. When talking about the Golden State Warriors in August, Smith purposely turned the subject to forwarding Jonathan Kuminga, claiming that he had heard the 19-year-old was overly preoccupied and lacked a strong work ethic. "I'm worried about Kuminga. I'm hearing too many things about him off the court in terms of his head. The level of discipline he lacks, you understand, some of the foolishness. I'm not getting in his personal business. I'm not saying nothing like that. I'm talking attitude and not talking actions. I'm saying that attitude, the level of focus, commitment, determination, just putting your head down, doing the work. I'm hearing that he's shortchanging the Warriors in that regard, and he gotta get his act together because I'm a Jonathan Kuminga fan." Soon after, Kuminga responded on Instagram, "Hard work beats talent when talent doesn't work hard," as a caption on his photo. Jonathan Kuminga, a star for the Warriors, isn't letting Stephen A. Smith write his story. It's difficult to disagree with Stephen A. Smith's admission that he was a fan of Kuminga. Last year, Kuminga revealed how watching videos of Kobe Bryant, Michael Jordan, and LeBron James in internet cafes in the Democratic Republic of the Congo helped him develop his love of the basketball game. His head coach is joining in right now as well. Steve Kerr, head coach of the Warriors, responded to and disputed Smith's assertion on a recent episode, The TK Show on The Athletic. In doing so, he also quoted, "I know there was that weird report that came out. I think Stephen A. Smith said something about JK, and honestly, Bob Myers and I, when that came out, called each other and asked each other where did that come from. Because it made no sense, because JK's has been great. He's done everything we've asked of him. He's worked hard. I enjoy coaching him. He's right where he needs to be, and he's gotta just keep getting even better every day. But we are happy with his summer and everything he's committed to." Steve Kerr has also mentioned, "JK's had a really great summer. He's done everything we've asked of him. He's traveled some because he's played for his national team during the summer, but he's been working really hard." Kerr is the perfect guy to say it out. As the head coach, he knows precisely what his guys are up to. So it's fair to say that Stephen A. Smith just got reports wrong this time. And JK will be returning to the team with many improvements made because now he also has some mouths to shut. The achievement of winning a title in his debut season was why Kuminga came to the United States in the first place. He'll have to fight against being perceived as a liability for the team going into his sophomore season by displacing Smith on the court. He shouldn't have any trouble doing that. Kuminga averaged 9.3 points on the 51.3% shooting over 16.9 minutes in the previous year's regular season. Through 16 games in the NBA playoffs, he averaged 5.2 points, 1.7 rebounds, and 0.5 assists. Kuminga appears to be a talented young star who isn't prepared to allow anyone or anything to steal his spot on the team, even though he didn't make as big of an influence in the postseason. Last year's several overall pick by the Warriors, Kuminga played in 70 games and averaged 9.3 points and 3.3 rebounds. He sure sounds like he will develop into a valuable member of the NBA champs. Additionally, it appears that Stephen A. may have received inaccurate information. How accurately Stephen A. Smith hears these reports is unknown. No other reports have emerged thus far that suggest a similar feeling. Although, many think Jonathan Kuminga has all-star potential, achieving potential necessitates commitment and concentration. Due to the loss of the essential veterans like Otto Porter Jr. and Gary Payton II, Jonathan Kuminga will probably have a more significant role in the Golden State Warriors in the upcoming season. Let's hope he comes through and disproves all the doubters in the future. The Golden State Warriors appears to be one of the favorites to repeat as champions next season. They have the skills to achieve it, and they will be a much better team if Jonathan Kuminga shows noticeable progress on both sides of the court. Jonathan Kuminga, who recently won a title in his first season with the Warriors, is prepared to assume a more prominent position. Iguodala stated on Friday's episode of his Point Forward podcast, "My young fella, I'm on his head." He bit Stephen A. little bit. I'm not sure how justified they were because from what I understand, he's been carrying out his summertime duties. "I don't think anyone can put themselves in his shoes and handle things the way he handled them," said Warriors rookie guard Lester Quinones, Wiseman's former college roommate at Memphis. The Kuminga family is a tall one. Joel Natamboy, his brother, is a 6'9" big who played basketball in the college for UNLV and Texas Tech and even made the Warriors' summer league team. The energetic Kuminga was the youngster who ran instead of walking. He leaped. He at least made an effort. "I was never bouncy. I was just a tall kid," Kuminga said to NBC Sports Bay Area on the latest episode of Dub's Talk in an interview during the Las Vegas Summer League. "My friends used to be like, 'Why are you so annoying? Why do you keep jumping so much?' I was just like, 'I'm just trying to work on my jumping, that's it.'" The 19-year offseason Old's performance has drawn recent criticism from Smith, even though he continues to garner headlines from all around the world. Basketball is undoubtedly a team sport, but Kuminga's development and future development will be essential for the Warriors in October. Kuminga won't be able to disprove Smith and any other skeptics until that time. What do you have to say about this? Let us know in the comment section below. We will be back soon with another informative video. See you all soon.